Welcome to the Medical Manners Podcast, where I give healthcare providers simple tips for ways they can transform the way they connect with their patients and colleagues. Connecting with patients isn't some secret sauce that some of us have and others don't. They're just skills, implemented consistently over time. If you want to transform your medical practice, you're in the right place. I'm Katie Wyatt, your host. Good morning, everyone. I am happy to be here with you today. It is a beautiful fall day here in Idaho where I live. It's finally starting to feel like fall, and I hope that you are all doing well where you are today. Today, I'm excited to talk about a topic that is not necessarily a skill, but I hope that I can pump you up and motivate you to follow my skills and my tips that I'll give you in the future with our episode today. The most common thing I hear when I'm training healthcare providers on how to connect with their patients better is that it just doesn't feel natural for them. They'll say, I can't do that. It's not something I would normally say. It's not something I would normally do. It just doesn't feel natural. It feels fake. And I get that. It's hard to do something and feel like a fraud or a fake or feel unnatural. But let me ask you this. How many of the things that we naturally want to do are good? For example, if I did what I just naturally want to do, I would eat homemade bread and homemade cinnamon rolls for every meal. I would think about no one but myself. I would say every mean thing that came into my mind. I would certainly not exercise or push myself physically. I wouldn't work long days. I wouldn't wake up early. Okay, I could go on and on. So my point is that doing what feels natural, generally in life, is not the thing to do. I think in so many areas of our life, we've realized that doing what seems natural isn't the best thing for us. So we've tried to adopt healthy habits. We try to make little lifestyle changes. And over time, we find that these little changes add up and actually kind of become the new us. And we don't have to think about it as much. And our new natural is so much better than our old natural used to be. And the same is true with connecting with patients. A lot of the things I'm going to encourage you to do in this podcast are not going to be natural for you. You may feel like a fake or a fraud, but I want you to do them anyways. I want you to make little changes, and over time, you'll find that your new natural in the way you connect with others is so much better than your old natural. I'm reading a book by Dr. Scott Abramson. It's called Bedside Manners for Physicians and Everyone Else. He is a neurologist, but he's also the head of his hospital group's physician communication committee. So his job was to send out emails to all the physicians in his group and kind of encourage them to communicate with others better. And the book is really interesting, actually. I'm kind of nerdy and I love this stuff, but I thought it was a great read. And I want to read just a little excerpt from it because I just thought it was brilliant the way he said this. So Dr. Abramson said, I gave a presentation about the importance of expressing empathy in our communication with patients. I try to stress the habit of trying to make just one empathetic statement with every patient, even if it's something like, sorry, Ms. Garcia, about those rumblings in your tummy, or that must be so rough, Mr. Jones, having those sniffles at night. After the presentation, a physician approached me privately. He did not agree. If I'm not feeling empathy, he said, it's not honest to speak the words. It's fake. It's phony. It's not me. It's not, he insisted, natural. Here was my response to the doctor. Unfortunately, like so many of my brilliant retorts, I thought about this 30 minutes after my colleague had departed. But here is what I wished I would have said to him. Natural? You want natural? Let me give you natural. Body odor is natural. But most of us wear fresh clothes, we take showers, we put on deodorant. All I'm saying is, in conversations with our patients, let's put on a little deodorant. What's unnatural about dabbing a little Old Spice on that? And I thought that was such a clever way to put it, right? We think, oh man, that's not natural. It doesn't feel like me. But truth be told, if we can make some little changes, put a little bit of deodorant on the way that we connect with others, we become so much more pleasant to be around. We're so much more effective at our jobs. So the next time you're trying to implement something new in the way you connect and it seems awkward or unnatural, I want you to think about how you put on deodorant this morning, and I want you to do it anyways. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're a patient and have a great story about a time that a healthcare provider gave you awesome care, or you're a healthcare provider who has a story about a colleague or yourself who gave incredible care, I want to hear about it. Reach out to me at Medical Manners on Instagram, or send an email to Katie, Katie, at medicalmanners.com. Together, we can transform the way we deliver healthcare by transforming the way we connect. Take care.